The Perry Preschool Project. What is Perry? The American psychologist David Weikart developed a randomized study conducted from 1962 through 1967. David Weikart and his colleagues in Ypsilanti, Michigan, school district operated the HighScope Perry Preschool program for young children to track how the intervention of high-quality early childhood education could positively affect the IQ of at-risk African American children from low-income families based in Ypsilanti, Michigan, and to help them avoid school failure and related problems. This scientific experiment identified both the long-term effects of a high-quality preschool education program for young children living in poverty. They identified a sample of 1 to 3 low-income African American children who were assessed to be at high risk of school failure and randomly assigned 58 of them to a program group that received a high-quality preschool program at ages 3 and 4, and 65 to another group that received no preschool program. The participants. This paper presents the first analysis of the life course outcome through late midlife for the participants of the iconic Perry Preschool Project. The participants of the project were provided a stimulating classroom education as well as weekly home visits that were meant to teach mothers how to best support their child's development by extending the preschool curriculum into the home, which I think would help significantly with understanding what to look for and work with in terms of the development of the child. They use a HighScope education model in daily 2.5-hour classes and visited families weekly. Teachers arranged the classroom and daily schedule to support children's self-initiated learning activities. They provided both small group and large group activities and helped children engaged in key experiences in child development. Teachers studied and received regular training and support in their use of this educational model. These results carried many implications for policies, including the key finding that the development of socioeconomical and cognitive skill play a role in increasing achievement throughout the life cycle. The curriculum. The curriculum focused on boosting a child's non-cognitive skill development, example perseverance, problem-solving, grit, which was thought to be the key to increasing grades and IQ scores and thus breaking the cycle of poverty. While grades and IQ were ultimately proven to be poor indicators of long-term success, the longitudinal effects on participants, criminal activity, employment, and certain measures of health and non-cognitive skills, as well as effects on the children of participants, demonstrated how the project led to be more positive adult life outcomes based on surveys at midlife, which in turn led to better equipped parents. This ultimately leads me to believe that children are a product of their environment, and if the parents are empowered, are ultimately confident, and interested in education for themselves, they will undoubtedly want the same for their children and better. If the parents are equipped educational-wise, then their children will benefit from this. If the parents have better education, they will in turn have better jobs, which and in turn provide a better education environment for the children. The analysis. The analysis of the Perry Preschool Project resulted in the discovery that treating just one generation can lead to lasting positive outcomes on following generations. Evidence suggests that the children of the original participants grew up in more stable two-parent families, and their parents had better socio-emotional skills, earning and employment, and lower participation in crime. The study of Perry at midlife adds to a body of work that provides important evidence that high-quality, early childhood education between the ages 0 and 5 is an effective policy tool to help low-income students succeed. The program group significantly outperformed the no program group on highest level of schooling completed 65% versus 45%, graduating from regular high school. Specifically, a much larger percentage of program than no program females graduated from regular high school, 84% versus 32%. How this institution had shaped our current practice in ECCE. Perry has since become defined as an iconic early childhood intervention, and its pioneering components form the basis of the HighScope curriculum still used today. HighScope, an early childhood educational research group, was founded based on the methods of Perry and has continued to produce monographs of the Perry participants and several studies since its foundation in 1970. Findings from this long-term study and others reviewed in this report have motivated policymakers to invest more in preschool programs. The HighScope Perry Preschool Study also offers a challenge, a kind of policy gauntlet for decision makers at local, state, and international level.